I have no sympathy, okay? You've been doing this woman's dirty work for years. You've been attacking people who've just told the truth about your so-called BFF. And you've also sat back, by the way, and watched your BFF as she dumped and ghosted virtually every other BFF that she's had. So this was just a matter of time, Daniel Martin. It was always going to happen.
All right, let's unpack this entire media circus. And yes, it's a circus around Meghan Markle, her longtime makeup artist Daniel Martin, and the latest round of royal drama involving Piers Morgan, Prince William, and the eternal question, will Harry ever be welcomed back? This whole saga kicks off with a familiar story. Another friend apparently getting the Meghan Markle treatment. Adored, used, and then quietly erased once their usefulness runs out.
It was only a matter of time before desperate Daniel was dumped. And that's what's happened. Trust me. And it's happened for coldly commercial reasons. Meghan Markle has realized there is big money to be made in the makeup space. And what she has to prove in order to make that money in the makeup space is that she's no longer relying on camp sycophant Daniel, who for years and years and years has actually made her look really bad, including on her wedding day, including at the Balenciaga show, but because he is the ultimate yes man. He's the ultimate Meghan. You've gone through hell. I mean, he actually cried, remember, on TV about her treatment at the hands of the royal family. Hell, they were putting her up in a palace. She's always wanted to keep him by her side. No longer. And this all kicked off after Paris because Daniel Martin made a decision, probably an unwise decision, to post a video preparing Meghan for Paris, taking the credit, of course, for her face. And she erupted about it, forced him to take it down. He claimed, oh, it's because I haven't listed all of the makeup I used. It's going to go back up. But of course, it never did. And then we realize through a series of leaks that this is because Meghan has realized, I'm never going to make a whole load of money. I'm never going to become a billionaire on my current as ever jam project. But makeup, there's big business there. And I'm now a high fashion girly. So I can compete with Kylie Jenner. And so then comes the leak to People magazine after this Instagram picture, which said Meghan Markle did all her own makeup for her New York appearance. And remember, it's People magazine, which is her leak of choice. It's the place that will run anything about her. And I mean, it was a breathless article. You know, Meghan Markle did all of her own glam for her various appearances during her recent New York City business trip. I mean, good on her. The Duchess of Sussex turned to her go-to products from No Makeup, the beauty brand founded by her friend Victoria Jackson. Meghan was joined by Prince Harry during her time in New York and shared a recap of their trip in an Instagram reel. And at the same time, we're learning the background of just how coldly she has treated Daniel Martin from Rob Shooter, who writes, when Meghan Markle says delete, you delete. Shooter Scoop has learned that Daniel Martin, Meghan's close friend and longtime makeup artist, was ordered to remove a behind-the-scenes Instagram video after it caught the Duchess's attention for all of the wrong reasons. The reel showed Martin creating Meghan's Balenciaga look for Paris Fashion Week, calling her skin juicy and glowy and teasing Meghan, if you're watching this, let's do a lip. Within hours, it had vanished. The order came straight from the top, one insider tells Shooter Scoop. Meghan saw it as a breach of trust. She doesn't want anyone revealing her routines or travel details without approval. The Duchess, who runs her image like a luxury brand, reportedly felt Martin overstepped. She's extremely protective of her mystique. Says a palace adjacent source. Sorry, I'm laughing. Everything about her public appearance is curated. She expects full control. Insiders say Martin was devastated and has kept a low profile since he adores Meghan, but he learned the hard way. Discretion isn't optional. As one Hollywood insider puts it, Meghan may have left the monarchy, but she still rules her circle like a queen. Her image isn't just guarded, it's law. Royal YouTube sensation P. Diner with me now. I mean, P. Diner, firstly, I just have to say to Daniel Martin, I have no sympathy, okay? You've been doing this woman's dirty work for years. You've been attacking people who've just told the truth about your so-called BFF. And you've also sat back, by the way, and watched your BFF as she dumped and ghosted virtually every other BFF that she's had. So this was just a matter of time, Daniel Martin. It was always going to happen. And the fact that it's happened over her commercial desire to launch a makeup brand is just par for the course. What do you make of it all?
I just think it shows.
Daniel Martin, for anyone who's lost track, is a celebrity makeup artist who did Meghan's makeup on her wedding day and was often described as one of her closest friends. He defended her fiercely during the royal storm, cried publicly on TV about the way she was treated by the monarchy, and basically built a reputation as a loyal protector. Cue the internet sleuths. Fans quickly dug up photos of Meghan jetting around in designer outfits, attending events, and appearing on Ellen, all while supposedly living that Birkenstock and box hair dye life.
Shows how much he doesn't know about Meghan. Like, he would have known, okay, she may not like me doing this. It speaks to their relationship. It also speaks to how much he just doesn't really understand the kind of woman Meghan is. And he thinks he can take up for her. He thinks that, oh, she's really a great person. And like you said, crying about, taking up for her. And look, this man is so out of line with his perception of who Meghan is, because she will definitely stab you in the back, like they say with the like she's the kind of person she does not care anything about what you have done for her. She doesn't care that you're a longtime friend, you've come on her show, she's done things with you. At the end of the day, you mean absolutely nothing to her. And he has learned the hard way. And I would not be surprised, Dad, if he would maintain a friendship with this woman despite her stabbing him in the back. Because think about it. She does not want to help him. She doesn't want to help lift him up. It's not about him trying to get his own identity outside of Meghan. It's not about Meghan trying to support him in what he's trying to create online and social media. She doesn't care about you. You're going to be her slave. You're going to be the one that vouches for her at any cost, because your value is null. You mean nothing to her. So hopefully he will wake up and see that she really never was a true friend, because Meghan doesn't care about people, even like people that are working for her. She feels that because you work for me, I can treat you any kind of way I want because you rely on me to make your money. Take it down, Daniel. Take it down. I don't care anything about what you're trying to do with your life and social media and your makeup and branding, because this, I believe, was a step for Daniel to try to highlight something independent from Meghan, trying to get out of her shadow, but use her to enlighten himself with his work. So it's no longer about Meghan, it's about me piggybacking off of Meghan's success to uplift myself to do something different. And that is what she didn't like. She wants to be the one getting the glory, all of the, bells and whistles. It's about me, Daniel. It's not about you. Take that down. That's how Meghan thinks. Okay. Daniel needs to wake up to who Meghan truly is. He still hasn't, it seems.
No, he hasn't. And it's pathetic. And of course, she could have, look, if she was a decent human being, she could have involved him in this range. But she won't do that because, look, this makeup range is about one thing, Pete Diner, and Charlotte Griffiths let slip. It's about joining the Billionaires Club, okay? Because she's realised was never, as Lady C called it, simply isn't going to provide her the returns that she wants. So let me take you through some of Charlotte Griffiths' reporting about this in the Mail, P-Diner Mail on Sunday. She says she wants to leverage her significant influence to build a powerhouse business empire, as if selling edible flower sprinkles and £10 a jar jam isn't enough to keep a duchess in the style to which she's become accustomed. So Meghan is said to be planning a range of lucrative makeup products to boost the fortunes of her lifestyle brand as ever. It's a gamble that has more than paid off for celebrities such as US singer Selena Gomez, who is now a billionaire thanks to the success of her company Rare Beauty. Rumours of the Duchess of Sussex's venture spread after she posted 2 clips on Instagram showing her applying lipstick with the brand names obscured. It's a telltale sign she may be gearing up to promote her own range, industry sources said. One told the Mail on Sunday on her Instagram reel the makeup lined up on her dressing table was unbranded or had the brand labels obscured, which felt deliberate. That's a telltale sign Meghan has something in the pipeline. The fact she didn't want to promote or reveal any other brand is a big clue that she's gearing up to promote her own range eventually. It is a sign for industry insiders. But it is unclear how much profit the business is making because sales figures have not been released. A source said Meghan's cookery never really took off, but it has at least launched her as a lifestyle influencer. The word in New York is that her eye is already onto the next big thing, and that's why she met Vogue editor Chloe Marley during her trip to the city. What makes big money like really big money? Makeup, of course. She could make a lot more money in beauty than selling pots of jam. The source added that makeup is largely about high-end packaging. The product itself is quite cheap to produce, so the markups are huge, and there's potential to make big numbers on sales. Meghan clearly has a flair for packaging, so it would be a natural transition. Sorry, I'm laughing. Other sources point out that Meghan's friend Daniel Martin is a makeup artist and accompanied her to Paris, where she schmoozed with former Vogue editor Dame Anna Wintour. While in the French capital for Fashion Week, Martin also posted a now-deleted video about Meghan's makeup look. That prompted one beauty expert to suggest that he could be mentoring Meghan. Well, that part ain't true. Okay, we know that part ain't true, P. Dinah, because of everything that we've just discussed. But what I do find hilarious here is this is Harry's friends. That's who briefs Charlotte Griffiths, just so you know. So it's like, how desperate are they to find a way to sort of try and positively spin this for Meghan? It's like, oh, she's really good at packaging. Really good at packaging. So I know, let's launch a makeup range. I mean, it's embarrassing. But the reality is this is about the money. It's about the moolah. It's about the big bucks. She needs it.
Dina was merciless. She lies so much she can't keep her lies straight, she said. She's dangerous because she doesn't care that we can prove she's lying. And that's really the running theme here. Control, image, manipulation, and denial. Meghan wants to project relatability while living like a global celebrity. She wants to sell authenticity but control every pixel of her narrative. She wants independence, but only if it's on her terms. So, where does all this leave Meghan and Harry? According to Wootton, Dina, and Morgan, they are floundering.
Yeah, she's desperate, right? She's going to try any and everything at this point. And she is a failed lifestyle, right? Promoter. Like this thing with her trying to make an alignment with selling jam and now doing stuff around makeup. Oh, she's, lifestyle. No, she's failed at it. She's failed at selling her jam. She's failed at even naming her brand. I mean, she couldn't even get the name, off to a good start. So Meghan is just desperate. More reason for the king, hey, make some decisions. She's making y'all look bad, okay? She can't do anything right. This woman, I think, is at the end of the rope, and she's trying to really make money. It's not going to happen. No one is going to invest in Meghan with makeup because I think Meghan is she looks very desperate. She looks very unhinged with all the things that she has done. She doesn't have a good base of people that can advise her to do things well. So it would be a failure. Megan is at a position in her life now where she needs to take the little bit of what she has and just go live a simple, quiet life. But the more she tries to branch out to now do, cosmetics and to do things around all these other things where you can make billions of dollars. Look, you're not those people that have made billions, okay? You're the failed version of these people that have made billions. It's not going to work out for you, girlfriend. Just go away and live a quiet life. Save the little bit of money you have because this right, especially with Harry right now, like what is he going to do? How is he going to support you? I think Meghan and Harry are so lost as a couple that they can't build anymore. There's no way to move forward successfully because it's just kind of falling apart everything. And they have these children now. That's where the focus needs to be because now I believe with the children that needs to be more security with that in their lives. Megan's attempts at trying to keep doing something else now is just going to be very bad, I think, for the children because it's just getting worse and worse. It doesn't get better. I think Megan is just at a point in her life now. She needs to just give it up, girl. You tried and it just didn't work out. Accept it. It's time.
The public's lost interest, the royal family shut them out, and every attempt to relaunch their brand, from docuseries to jam jars to beauty lines, just makes them look more desperate. For Daniel Martin, this saga feels like a cautionary tale. The same loyalty that once made him invaluable became a liability when Meghan decided to go solo. He has learned what others, from Piers Morgan to former palace staff, claim they learned the hard way. Meghan doesn't do lifelong loyalty. She does lifelong self-preservation. And as for the royal family, William's playing the long game. While Charles may still be open to tea and reconciliation, William's done. There are no olive branches, no bigger brother gestures, just quiet distance and focus on the future. If there's one thing this whole drama proves, it's that in Meghan's world, friendship is transactional, forgiveness is optional, and image is everything. And in the eyes of her critics, that's exactly why her empire, whether built on jam or makeup, is destined to crumble.